Hi, Kenlin. Hope and Andrea here. Unfortunately, Zach could not be here, but we will be presenting our mascot ideas for you through this PowerPoint. So I hope you enjoy. So some marketing information. The average age group of Manitowoc is 25 to 54, which we did take into consideration when we were choosing our mascots. Our first idea is a friendly ghost that could be age appropriate for everyone. And we also thought that children could learn that ghosts really aren't that scary, and a ghost is gender neutral as well. The ghost sidekick is a lighthouse. Our second idea, a lighthouse, suits every age and is easily recognizable. The lighthouse and fisherman would be mascot buddies. And the word Manitowoc translates to dwelling of kind spirit, which is where our friendly ghost idea came from. And then Manitowoc is on the water, which is where the lighthouse idea comes from. And Manitowoc has a lighthouse of its own, so this idea would be easily branded as well. Both mascots will be accompanied by props that could be switched out for each event, depending on the situation. These props could be used as a learning tool or add some excitement to the mascot. And we were also thinking that we could take input from Manitowoc County by sending out a survey to the public to answer. They could choose between the ghost and the lighthouse or the fisherman and the lighthouse. And if they had additional suggestions, they could also put that in the other box. And we also thought it was important to create ways to engage our audience. So having the mascot do dances, handing out candy, getting to know your mascot days, selling apparel, etc.
All right, so first idea is the ghost in the lighthouse that was already mentioned. The lighthouse is being used in both sets, just kind of in slightly different ways. As we had mentioned before, the Manitowoc translating to dwelling of good spirit, so we kind of decided that spirit could translate into our ghost. So our ghost name is Gray, the good spirit, and their story is that they wanted to escape negativity and like kind of the malicious behavior that ghosts are really known for. And while searching for a new home, they found Manitowoc and quickly discovered that this is where they fit in, since we're so ridiculously nice in this area. Lumen, the lighthouse, is kind of where Gray lives, and that's how they found their way into the shoreline of Manitowoc. The ridiculously nice people reside here, and so the decision to stay was an easy one for Gray. Go ahead. Thank you. So here's some images to kind of, this is what we call like a mood board to kind of show the vibe and the feel for these mascots. And I didn't draw one by hand for Gray the Good Spirit because I thought that costume was actually really appropriate. I thought rather than reinventing the wheel, that was a good image for it. It seemed very friendly, seemed approachable, it's movable, that sort of thing. And again, like just a lot of the feelings I wanted to portray with it was just being kind, the spirit's kind of different in that they're very kind with everybody. They want to make friends, things like that. And then Lumen the lighthouse is supposed to kind of portray a sense of home for Gray the Good Spirit and for the people of Manitowoc as well. And we also like the idea of that lighthouse being a beacon of safety and home, that people can be drawn into. In this case, I thought sticking to gray and blue for the colors. We really liked the blue that AmeriCollect uses in their logo. I think it's very universal, very calming, and obviously makes sense with the kind of the water and lighthouse theme. And then our second idea is Lumi the lighthouse, just a slightly different take on it, and Finn the fisherman. Obviously, I know fisherman isn't as gender neutral, but certainly the costume could be worn by either gender in this situation. And a similar story, but not quite. So Finn the fisherman was lost at sea, found the light of Lumi, and guided the fisher person's way to shore. And Finn's more mentality is gratitude. So Again, so grateful that the people of Manitowoc are ridiculously nice, as we like to kind of say, and again, just decided to stay here because of its ridiculously nice people. And here, the lighthouse, again, we can, costume wise, can kind of go however we want with that, but we decided to focus on the green and blues of the AmeriCollect colors. Again, thought that they were very appropriate. Typically, you see fishermen's coats being bright yellow, but I think a bright green would work really well. And again, just kind of the vibe that we're hoping for with that is, um, again, a sense of like home, that sense of being a safe haven, a bright light, a beacon, things like that. And, Finn's mood is being very grateful. And, so there could be ways to portray that in the characters. As previously mentioned, there could be props incorporated with either any of these characters. I thought with the ghost, maybe a lantern or something like that. Finn the fisherman could have a fishing net, whatever. I mean, these are pretty pliable, I feel like, and doable as far as creating costumes. We did see some lighthouse costumes out there. I know that part isn't necessarily our responsibility, but it's certainly something to consider. So I hope you like our ideas. We look forward to hearing your input, and we're looking forward to hearing from you soon.